Okay, it is the top of the hour. Let's do a quick audio check and we'll get started. Okay, it is the top of the hour. Let's do a quick. All right, audio seems to be coming through just fine, guys. Let's go into it. If you guys have questions throughout the presentation, please comment. Please put them in the comments. That way I can get those questions answered, everybody. I don't want anyone's questions to go unchecked. This is a broad overview of the 8 steps to get started in real estate. So if that's what you joined today's live chat on how to get started in real estate from licensing to getting your first deal, you've come to the right place. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. So first off, whoops, let me go over here. Okay. First off, step one, depending, you want to give me a call. And the reason you want to give me a call is I need to know what state you're going to be getting licensed in. What I can do with that information and the city that you're going to be working to, what I could do with that information is I jump into the world and I ask the brokers of that world, hey, who are the preferred license course providers? Who are the preferred license course providers? And the information you want from that, of course, is so that you can go online or in person and schedule your licensing class. So the first step is to give me a call so I can jump into the world. I can do the hard work for you easy because of eXp Realty, because of all of the easy access that we have to everybody's states. We could just jump in there, go to the broker team of that world and say, hey, who's a good provider for the licensing course? I'll get that information from those brokers in that state and that city area that you're in, and then I'll be able to get that information to you. So the first step, of course, is give me a call. That way I can make the hard part easy and find out who the license course providers are in your state that other licensees have enjoyed. Okay, any questions on that, guys? Just put them in the comments. I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to respect everybody's time, but any questions on that, just put them in the comments. Step two, you will, of course, go and schedule your licensing exam. You'll go and schedule your licensing exam. And I don't know why number 4 is on there. You won't schedule your exam yet. Sorry, that's number 4. What you're going to do is you're going to that's so funny. What you're going to do is you're going to sign up for your coursework. Okay. Step 2, you got to go to those test providers and sign up for your coursework, guys. That's real simple, right? You just go online. You either order the online classes or you go online and you order the in-person classes. But this whole career that you're getting ready to start off on, it's up to you to do. It's up to you to do. This is commission-based sales. So things can happen as quickly or as not as quickly as you want them to happen. So go to that licensing course provider, see which ones you like. Some are usually going to give you 2 or 3 options. See which one you like the most, sign up for it, and then get started. And then once you get through their course, it could take 2 weeks, it could take 6 months. I've had some people get the coursework and then never complete it. It's entirely up to you guys. It's commission-based sales. It's at your own pace. You complete it, especially when you're doing the online version. If you don't think you're going to hold yourself accountable for the online version, sign up for the in-person version, guys, where you have to go, you have to sit down, you have to do it. If you don't think you're going to be diligent doing it on your own at home or on your lunch break or wherever, then sign up for the in-person course, guys, because the goal is to become a licensee and start selling houses. That's the goal. So you know yourself, you know what you're going to do good, you know what you're not going to do good. If you're not going to do online, if you're not going to hold yourself accountable, schedule the in-person class. Once you complete that coursework, they give you a certificate that lets you sit for the state test. You'll immediately schedule your state test, keep studying, keep refreshing the information, and then go and pass the state test. So step 2, completing the coursework, completing the state test. Any questions on that? All right, perfect. Moving right along. Step 3, you're going to complete the EXP application. It's a 25 to 40 page ICA agreement and policy manual. You'll go through that. You'll initial each page. You'll sign off on it. My sponsor info is Joshua Barnett, 405-315-7965, Josh.Barnett at exprealty.com. That's very important. You'll need that as you're completing your eXp Realty application. It's going to ask you for your sponsor info. You'll want to plug that in. That way you get access to everything that Honey Badger Nation offers and everything that Channel Junkies offers through my sponsorship. Those guys are in my upline, aka they're going to be in your upline. So once your application is completed, guys, at that point, then eXp Realty is going to let me know you completed your application. I'm going to reach out. I'm going to be super excited for you. We're going to start getting connected. We're going to walk through the onboarding process. Your application is usually going to be approved in 1 to 3 days. And yes, there is a $149 application fee, but the $85 of that is actually for your first month's tech fee. So it's really $49 minus 85, whatever that difference is. I should know that, but I don't know it off the top of my head. But that's once you pass your licensing coursework, then you complete your application. Once your application is approved, then we move on to step 4. Any questions on this, guys? Guys and gals? No questions? All right, I'm going to move right along. Step 4. This is where you're going to be hanging your license. So you're going to reach out to the state regulating industry. After you pass your course, you're going to reach out to the state regulating commission, state regulating board, whatever it is of your state that regulates your license. You're going to reach out to them and you're going to identify eXp Realty as your broker. Now, some states you could do that completely online. Some states you have to do that in person. Each state's different. We'll cross that bridge as we get there. After you pass your test, then we designate eXp Realty as your brokerage. And of course, there'll be a licensing fee. Sometimes it's $125, sometimes it's $300, depending on what state you're in. Each state's going to be different. You're starting a business. This is the least expensive way to start a business, guys. If you went to go start a restaurant, you probably need $400,000 in equipment, payroll, insurance, everything else. You can get into real estate for $2,500 to $3,500, guys. Super affordable to start a business in real estate. So don't let these fees stop you from accomplishing your goal of starting your own business. So you'll pay your hanging licensing fee, sign all the docs with your state broker, and your state broker will also get you connected to step 5, your local MLS board. So your local MLS board. This is where you get all the data that you need to do your job, because you're a real estate agent, you're a real estate broker, you're a real estate sales associate. You're helping people buy and sell property, and you're acting as their state licensee, their state agent, the customer, the client, depending on how your state words it. Every state's different, but you're working on the behalf of them for their benefit. So you need all the info possible for sales, and that's where the MLS board comes into play. So you'll have to join the MLS board, which is also going to join the local real estate board, the local Realtor board, and then also your state Realtor board. So real estate licensee and Realtor boards are totally different things. You could go help people buy and sell houses as a real estate licensee. You don't have to be a member of a National Association of Realtor if you get at one of those small local real estate offices. There's still some real estate offices out there that are not Realtor members. Now at eXp Realty, guys, you're going to join the local board. You're going to be a Realtor member at eXp Realty. So this is going to make your job a lot easier, having access to all this data. I promise you. I've paid MLSs just for the data, even though I never sold anything in there. I just needed to have the data to do some of the marketing that I do. So this is the expensive part, joining the local MLSs and the local boards. It's going to be about $700 to $3,500 a year. So your startup is going to be around $700 to $3,500, depending on what time of the year that you're starting up in. But this is going to give you access to the MLS. It's going to give you access to all the documents you need to do all your signings. It's going to give you tons of training. It's going to give you access to events. You're going to be hanging out with other Realtor members. So it is an expensive step in the process, but this is a very needed and powerful step in the process too. So any questions on joining the local MLS board? All right, that's step 5. Let's move on to step 6 with no questions. Step 6, you're going to once you join the MLS board, then we really, really start diving deep into becoming a realtor, becoming a producing sales associate over at eXp, guys. This is where we're gonna sign you up for the mentorship program, which is mind-blowing, guys. I am a certified mentor. I don't mentor my sponsors because I want you to have more than one person's thought process and being a real estate agent, being a Realtor member. But but the mentors that I do sponsor, I got access to the modules, the mentorship modules, guys, and they're more powerful than my college education. I love the mentorship modules, guys. They are just so powerful. They literally teach you real estate sales from beginning to end. They give you all the different options, and it's all self-paced. Now, of course, guys, the quicker you get through these modules, the more quickly you put this information in your business and start implementing it in your business, the more quickly you're going to start getting customers and having closings. So first thing is signing up for the mentorship. Second thing is getting your kvCORE activated, which is a CRM and an IDX website. It's super powerful, guys. I used to pay $250 a month for something that I get for free over at XP Realty, guys. I used to have my own website and my own newsletter and my own CRM thingy, and I was paying for 3 different things. kvCORE, it's got it all in there, guys. It's got it all in there. So we want to activate your kvCORE immediately, and you start going through the kvCORE training on top of your mentorship training. And then, of course, once we get your licensing done, your XP application, your application completed, your licensing completed, and your board completed, then you get a welcome to EXP email. And so these 3 steps happen after you get your license, happen within the first 3 to 4 days. And then you get your email, welcome to EXP email. And when you get that email, that's where we're going to book you an appointment with Kelly McMullen, and she is going to help you get onboarded. She's going to spend an hour to 2 hours with you on a Zoom call, getting you plugged into all the systems of EXP Realty. Now, it's going to be overwhelming. It's going to be overwhelming. I'm not going to lie to you, but you get a PowerPoint and you get a follow-up appointment with her too to keep plugging in and implementing these systems. Because the quicker you get plugged in and start implementing all these systems in your business, the quicker you're going to start getting customers and closing deals. It's a sales-based commission job, guys. That's what you want. You want to get customers, you want to help them buy and sell their houses, and you want to close deals. So any questions on step 6? All right. Step 7, don't forget, it is, I know I've said this over and over again, but guys, it's a commission-based sales job. You get out of it what you put into it. So after you finish getting your mentorship module started and connecting with a mentor, after you finish getting your kvCORE all turned on and you start your kvCORE training, and after you meet with Kelly, then we're also going to take the time to get you in your state referral groups. We want to get you in your state referral groups. Excuse me. Let me get a sip of water, guys. We want to get you in your state referral groups, guys, so you can start getting referrals. Okay. You got to get business, right? We're going to get you, get your channel junkies training activated so you can start learning the most powerful way to 24/7 prospect through video marketing. And we're also going to get make sure that you schedule in your week, you schedule the completing of your mentorship modules. These things are going to make you a better agent. The failure rate for real estate, guys, according to NAR, is 87%. 87% of agents fail. They don't close deals. They don't stay in the business. You've got to get plugged in. You've got to do this on your own. You've got to take action. You can't just lollygag through this business, guys. I want to tell you straight, you can be very, very successful in real estate if you just do the next step. You just do the next step. You just implement. You just got to do the next step, guys. You can be very successful at real estate. You cannot just sit around and do nothing. You cannot do that and be successful at real estate. So the point of steps 6, 7, and 8 are implementation, and it's giving you direction on what to implement. Any questions on 7? All right, moving on to step 8. Do everything to see what you like. And this is when it comes to prospecting. So you could do open houses, guys. You could do, why aren't my other slides showing up? Right there. Okay. You could do open houses. You could door knock. You could cold call. You could make video content marketing. But you've got to do it all. Don't overwhelm yourself. Like 1 week, do one. 1 week, do the other. 1 week, do the next. 1 week, do the next. And then rinse and repeat and do it all over again for the next 6 months so you can find out what you enjoy most, because usually what you enjoy most is where you're going to get your most business from. And you need to focus on the 20% of things that create 80% of your business. But to figure out what that 20% is, you've got to do it all. Does that make sense? Thumbs up. Thumbs up if that makes sense. All right. You've also got to set aside 30 minutes every day to read all your contracts, your buyer contracts and your listing contracts, your purchase contracts and your listing contracts. You got to read those contracts every single day. The more you know those contracts, the very, very higher ability you're going to have to close more deals, because you're going to know what the contract says. Guys, you'll be surprised. I talk to agents daily. You'll be surprised. I'm going to say 60 to 80% of them don't know the contracts. They do not know what the contract says. You're helping people with one of the most expensive purchases they're ever going to make. And 60 to 80% of the agents out there don't know what the contract says. Guys, that's not acceptable. That's not acceptable. If you know your contracts, there's not anything that's going to come up that you're not going to have an answer to, because the contract tells you all the answers. They tell you all the answers. You're also going to want to practice your scripts. You're also going to want to keep up to date on your market. You want to look at your hot sheets daily. And you can even make videos on your hot sheets, guys. I don't think you should make them daily, but you can make them at least once a month. And also, guys, step 8, this is where we're rounding it up. You want to remember, when you get a lead, it could take 30 to 60 days to contract that lead. I'm telling you the truth. I want you guys to be fully aware of what you're getting yourselves into. And then once you contract that lead, it could take 30 to 60 days to close that deal. Guys, we're talking almost 120 days to make a paycheck. 120 days to make a paycheck. So, look, some people say burn the ships, go in all the way. I get that. I personally did not do that. I've always, ever since the Navy, I've always had 2 or 3 jobs at once until my real estate game really picked up and it became my full-time gig. But before then, guys, I worked my way into real estate. I did it part-time at first, and I made great money. I made great money doing it part-time, guys. Don't get me wrong. I had all my debt paid off. I graduated college. I had all my debt paid off except one student loan, and my house payment was nothing. I had 2 roommates splitting my house payment with. So, and I was making really good money doing real estate part-time. I was making more money doing real estate part-time than I was doing than the money I was making at my full-time gig. How crazy is that, right? How crazy is that? And so naturally, of course, real estate took over. It took over. But you got to keep in mind, it's going to take you 30, 60 days to get one lead under contract. And then it's going to take you 30, 60 days to close that contract. So you just have to keep rinse and repeating every day. You got to prospect every day. You got to have intentional conversations every day. And you got to keep looking to close deals every single day. You just got to do it, guys. It's a repetitive business. There's no rocket science to it. You prospect, you write contracts, you close deals. That's how easy it is. That's how simple it comes down to. But when you're first getting started, this 8 steps that we just went through, this is a summary. This is an overview of how to first get started. So what do you guys think? Let me know your comments. Comment if you're watching this on the replay. What are your comments? What are your questions? Yes, I know. I'll fix the slides to be a lot brighter. I didn't put this PowerPoint together as best as I wanted. And as you can see, I didn't even remember my webcam either. So I'm really upset about that. But guys, that's it. The 8 steps to getting started in real estate, from licensing to closing your first deal. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up. Check out the channel. I've got one more slide right there. Check out the real estate channel, guys. If you're watching this from any other platform, definitely scan that QR code. Check out the real estate channel. Subscribe to it. I put in all of my stuff that I know real estate that I use in my day-to-day business that I feel will help you guys out too. So that channel is full of tons of great information on how to be a real estate agent, how the reasons I quit being a real estate broker and just moved over to eXp Realty. And I've been very happy with the process, been very happy with the results since. And just everything real estate I put out there on that channel, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video. Make it a great day. Be sure to tell your loved ones you love them, and stay out of the heat. If you're in Oklahoma, stay out of the heat. Stay hydrated. Have a good one, guys. Bye.